I be on dialysis, no if and buts about it. And they had told me it was no reversal, everything was gonna go down instead of up. But doing that, I got on that plant based, that proved them wrong.
Right. So my good friend Diane, it's so nice to finally have this meeting to tell your story of diabetes and chronic kidney disease. I think a lot of people are going to be touched by it and relate. You know. So let's start from the beginning. When were you diagnosed with diabetes, and how was your health at that time?
My health was at the time, I assume it was pretty good. Maybe like I'll say 12, 15 years when I found out I was
Mhm.
on the borderline, and I didn't do anything about it because it actually wasn't explained to me, and I didn't know too much about diabetes at the time,
Mhm.
so I became full blown as a diabetic.
Yeah. So 12
Okay.
years of full diabetes.
Yes.
The full and prior to that, you're just like a lot of people, you didn't understand much about the disease at all. You weren't given much information on that.
That's correct.
Yep, yep. So how did you feel when the doctor finally told you, yeah, you got to start taking all this medication and you know,
Mhm. I
it,
didn't.
how'd that go?
I didn't want to, but I did. And then I did a lot of skipping, which I shouldn't have done because I really, really didn't understand the meaning of a diabetic.
Hmm.
I really didn't at the time. You know, what you had to do to help yourself until I actually really talked to you and Dana
Hmm.
out of
Wow.
all those years.
Yeah, yeah. And that's crazy because like all these years of going to the doctor, I'm sure you're keeping up for the most part your doctor's visits and appointments.
Mhm.
And you're still in the dark as far as what diabetes is, and the best diet to treat it.
Right.
So that can be very frustrating, right?
Hmm.
What
Yes.
yeah.
Very.
What medications did the doctor have you on?
Oh, they had me on quite a few. I had the long lasting insulin. I had metformin. I had insulin that I had to take for each meal 3 times a day. So I was actually taking 4 shots a day.
Mm,
And it was another medication I was taking as well. But being honest, nothing helped because my sugar always stayed up to 300, 200, never went under 200.
mhm.
Never went under until I changed my eating habit.
Wow, wow. That's huge,
And
man.
and my
So
A1C was always at 13 and 14. And when I
uh,
changed my eating habit, it went down to 6 and 7. Right now it's at 7 for the
wow.
last 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, yeah. 3 weeks
Mhm.
ago.
That
Yeah,
I had to
weeks ago,
check.
your checkup. And this is awesome. So 12 almost 12, more than 12 years, you're going through the conventional route, and then you have this consultation with Diabetes 180, and we're talking about changing your diet. I know it was hard at first when we talk about all the change that was necessary. I remember you were like, I would never be vegan, right?
Right? I did say that.
Yeah, it could be tough, making this diet change. It's scary because I mean, I think all your life you probably ate like most Americans, you would say, very meat centered, or meat including chicken, right?
Right.
In your daily, diet, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how was it when you made the transition? How because a lot of people are saying, I know they're watching, they're like, that can never be me. I'm never gonna give up my meat. I'm never gonna give up chicken, right?
Right.
So how were you able to make the change? So how what motivated you early?
Oh, what motivated me once the doctor told me that I'd be going on dialysis and I couldn't travel the way I would like to. So then when I discussed it with you and Dana, you guys
Yeah.
let me know. You actually told me about the plant based and then it helped me. So I tried the plant based for 3 months before I had my following checkup. When I
Hmm.
had my following checkup, the doctors was amazed what happened. That was only for 3 months. They was amazed to see the difference. My A1C dropped. My my kidney level was at 16. It went up to 22. And my doctor told me it's no way the kidneys would go up. Everything is down from 16. And I prayed about it. I changed my diet, and became a vegan, and mine went up to 22.
That is amazing.
I
So
and I and I had two doctors call, two other doctors in the room, and asked me what did I do, and I told them I went vegan, and they didn't say anything. They didn't say that was good or this. They were just amazed on how did I get it to go up instead of down.
boy, it's man, this is it's crazy that this story is actually very common, but people don't know this is happening all over the world. I would say people are starting to find out it's in the diet, and it's unfortunate, speaking as a physician assistant, that we physicians aren't taught that these diseases that we learn in school are reversible.
Yeah,
You're once you're on a certain stage of kidney disease, there's and you're talking dialysis and kidney failure, there's no going back, right?
right.
Just start planning, like you said, to see us every 2 or 3 weeks, for your dialysis treatments, right?
Right.
And you prove them wrong.
Yes.
You prove them
Yes,
wrong. I mean, it's because of
God.
lack of education. We just don't know. Um, and it's amazing that just your story could be common, but it's not, because we just don't know. You know,
Right. Right.
you know,
I
we-
wish I had known about plant-based diet years ago. I wouldn't even never got in that predicament. I wouldn't even have to be on the insulin that I'm on. You know,
Mhm,
that
mhm.
plant-based really helped. And I don't really think I need to be on what I'm on now, because my sugar level is always 96, no more than 110 every morning I check. No more,
That's
it's 90 some to 110.
so that's amazing. So I got to ask you this, man. Where do you think you would be health wise if you never heard of this lifestyle, this diet change? You never learned about diabetes, and then the plant based diet that helps reverse it. Where would you be?
I would be taking dialysis 3 times a week right now. I'll be on dialysis, no if and buts about it, because my liver count was at 16. And I think dialysis started when you had 15, and they had told me it was no reversal. Everything was going to go down instead of up. But doing that, I got on that plant based, that proved them wrong.
Hey, people, if you're watching this is a real person, okay? This this could be you. I'm really excited about this, because I know there's somebody out there who's probably been told the same thing you were told today,
Hmm.
or I should say weeks ago, right? Several weeks ago, that there's no turning back. Just start canceling trips. Yeah, you're
That's
gonna be
true.
on Dallas. So what would you tell those that are still on the fence, though, are skeptical about working with like coaches like me who teach people how to transition to a plant-based diet and changing their diet as a whole in such a drastic way? Well, what would you tell those skeptical people?
Excuse me. I would tell them to really listen to what you have to say and try it. Try it for the first 3 months, when you do for a checkup, and see the big difference. Because yes, I still crave for meats and all of that stuff. I like to smell it, but I don't touch it, because I don't want to go back where I was. I just want mine to go up higher than lower. But if you're going through this, please try the plant-based diet. Just try it, and I guarantee you will be very pleased.
Dan, thank you so much for sharing your story. Short and sweetly.
Yes.
Powerful testimony. And so I want to encourage anybody watching this, as we broadcast this on our social media platforms, try this out. What do you have to lose, right?
Right.
Try it out. You know, if you feel like you need more support, of course, check out the links in the description section on this video. You'll have links where you can find plant-based recipes, as well as a free consultation with a health coach with Diabetes 180. So, Diane, again, thank you so much for your time and sharing your story. I can't wait to see how your health continues to change with this lifestyle for the better.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.